Good morning, Shakti.
Yes, sir.
Parents these days are naming their daughters in the most beautiful way.
Yes, sir.
Good. We modified your time the other day. I hope no inconvenience was caused.
No, sir. Actually, I was facing some Wi-Fi issue in my
Yeah,
PG, that
yeah,
is why.
yeah.
Yes. But I think that was for the good.
Yeah,
because I
it's-
got to interact with you face to face.
Excellent. You are BSc Biochemistry.
Yes, sir.
So actually 14th of March does not link with biochemistry directly. We can find some indirect link. But let us spend like 30 seconds on it. Any chance you remember importance of 14th of March?
So, with respect to biochemistry?
No, anything. With respect to anything.
No, sir. As of now, I cannot think of anything.
Okay. Any significance for your birth date?
Yes, sir. 28th December was basically the day when Indian National Congress was founded in 1885.
Yeah. Which place?
So, as far as I can remember, it was in Bombay by under the guidance of A.O. Hume and Indian leaders like Anand Mohan Bose.
Why was Bombay picked up?
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware about that.
Okay. As of today,
Yes, sir.
is this political organization called Congress? One other commentator who is actually even politically pro-Congress, but he made a comment that Congress is in terminal decline. You think so?
So, if I talk about the agenda with which Congress was formed back then, it was to act as a team leader for the masses who were basically striving for independence back then. But post-independence, we have seen that because of its image that it carried in the independence movement, Congress has had an advantage till the 90s. Post that, we have seen the rise of other communities in the country, especially the OBCs or other capitalist class. Post that, the political, if you can say, profile changed in the country. After that, yes, recently we are witnessing decline in the Congress party, which has, I think, it has to be changed by bringing certain reforms in it. First of which would be bringing intra-party democracy, which can break the jibe of what we call dynastic politics that is going on. And I think they need to get back to that, their prime agenda of connecting with the grassroots. I think through the Bharat Jodo Yatra, that was one move in the right direction. However, it will take some time for people to again have a different view of altogether what Congress party is.
Ramchandra Guha used the term terminal. What does terminal mean? He says Congress is in terminal decline.
So, as far as I can decode the term terminal decline, I think it is talking about how in a phased manner it has went into decline since the independence, where we have called...
No, the term terminal indicates no possibility of recovery.
Okay.
Now this is
Now
finally going to vanish from history.
Okay.
Do you think it is in terminal decline?
So if we see, then some states still Congress holds the majority and is in the form of government. In some states it's in coalition also. So I think saying it that currently it's in total decline would not be a right statement. However, we are witnessing that people are getting back to other parties, while in the past Congress was considered as one of the major or the prominent party or choice of the voters. So in coming time we can
in the history of, say, India,
yes, sir.
or like world over, any democracy, do you have an example of a party which looked like in terminal decline but somehow it bounced back?
So in India only, I think the NDA party, which in the earlier times when it came into power in 90s or in 2003.
Which party?
So the NDA,
It's not a party.
the BJP that was there. Way back, I think it was not having a stronger voter base. it was almost in a state of decline, especially when Congress won the second term. But I think since 2014 it is on rise and it has seen a successful 2 terms.
That example may not exactly fit really. Do you want to say at some point of time BJP was in terminal decline? Or anything that can be described as terminal decline?
No sir, I'm not aware about that. Other example I cannot think of.
Okay. Now about the name change, what is your opinion? Allahabad called Prayagraj.
So if you look at these places, they have been spiritual destination since the ancient times, and they have had their significance attached to these names. So I think changing them back has again basically reinstated the glory that they had in the past, and it will be established at a religious spiritual site for, especially for Hinduism, as we have seen, because these sites have been mentioned in the ancient Hindu text. Throughout the history they had the name of Prayag, which was changed. So I think changing the name back had increased its significance in the religious and the spiritual sphere.
Why is it called Triveni Sangam?
So because it is located on the bank of confluence of river and Yamuna and mythical Saraswati, which is said to join underground these two rivers.
Can you interpret or think of why this third river Saraswati is mentioned?
So at times at the confluence where the river Yamuna and Ganga meets, we have seen there were some bubbles that were coming out from at that confluence, which has basically led to this observation that maybe a third river, that is Saraswati, is joining it from underground, which has not been scientifically or geologically proved as such, but this is mythically considered to be the reason.
Are you also aware that there are many places in India where two rivers meet, but people still say it is Triveni Sangam and every time it is Saraswati? They say the belief, अच्छी हिंदी में उसको शब्द है, ऐसी मान्यता है कि ऐसी मान्यता है कि भूमिगत तीसरी नदी है. कुछ इसके पीछे हो सकता है, क्यों ये?
So geologically any reason or any significance has not been provided, though we know that the rivers have been changing its course since the past history or as the tectonic movements have taken place. So in the past, and the river may have flown through this region, which has not been visible clearly right now. So I think this could be one of the reasons.
Okay. You also, again, a good Hindi word comes to my mind is Anayas. Yes. You mentioned Saraswati as mythical river.
Yes, sir.
Tell us, what do you mean by that mythical river?
So that is what, since it is not visible to the eyes and it cannot be seen directly joining. However, in the textbooks, the older textbooks which we see, there have been mentioned of the joining of the river. Since it cannot be proved scientifically, hence the term mythical has been that mythical. Maybe it's a myth that it is joining underground.
Okay. Now tell us, what is biochemistry?
So biochemistry is basically a life science discipline that deals with the portion of chemistry of living organisms. We talk about their genetic structure, how that can be used or exploited or studied in order to understand the human genetic makeup, or for that matter of any living organisms. This can be used in treatment of diseases, in vaccine manufacturing, etc. It also talks about the concept of genetic engineering, where we are modifying the organisms or we are creating genetically modified seeds, etc. to be used even in agriculture.
Who discovered the double helix?
So Francis and Crick, they have given the model which talks about the double helical structure of DNA.
There is a third name associated with it.
Sorry sir, I'm not able to.
She is a lady scientist.
So I'm not able to recall just now.
You remember someone called Rosalind Mary Franklin?
Yes, I have heard her name. I have read about it, but I couldn't recall just now.
Okay. What are introns and exons?
So these are the segments in DNA. Introns are said to be the non-coding segments that form the major part of the DNA, and exons are the small interspread regions which code for specific protein in the body.
In the genetic structure, there are some parts whose function is not yet known.
Yes, sir.
What are they?
So these are the introns. There are certain genetic codes basically that form at least 95 to 96% of the DNA. These are known as introns because these are non-coding sequences. So what actual function it is not been known and has not been completely deciphered as of now.
This work of developing the project called Human Genome Project, that was done under whose leadership?
Sorry sir, I'm not able to recall that name just now.
Okay. Now tell us about this project in organic farming.
So this project work that we did was under the NCSE program that was held in the school. Under that we have basically it was a field work where we went across, had conversation with farmers, heard to their problems, heard to the practices that they were adopting, and we have recommended them that to an extent which is possible they could also opt for organic farming, especially for the horticulture crops like the vegetables that they are growing in their field, etc.
For the time being, will it reduce productivity?
Yes sir, initially organic farming is known to reduce the productivity.
There is a country that has been suffering because of how should I put it? Okay, they made it compulsory.
Yes, Sri Lanka did that and had suffered the worst economics crisis that they could see.
Yeah. Can we make rainwater harvesting legally compulsory?
So I think if we make, for that matter, anything legally compulsory and then we force people to go for it, I think this is one that is against their right to choice. Second thing, it will lead to further increase in cases in the Supreme Court or in the judiciary for that matter, which is already overburdened. Instead of that, I think focus has to be on increasing awareness among the people so that they themselves come forward and take up such practices.
What is nano exactly?
So particles which are in the range of 1 to 100 into 10 to the power minus 9 meters.
Yeah. Okay, while there is a lot, there is a sad restriction on our time.
Yes.
So let us now discuss for a while. I can see these are my notes and some areas today we could not touch upon.
Yes, sir.
But I hope even you have anticipated them. I noted your very meaningful Gmail address.
Yes, sir.
So that can come up. So if someone's attention is drawn there for what is Shiva Shakti,
Yes, sir.
it could also refer to the point on moon.
Moon, yes, sir.
It could also refer to the philosophical discussion of Shiva Shakti.
Yes, sir.
I hope you're ready for
Yes, sir.
either way it goes, you're ready for it. Then your father is in police.
Yes, sir.
Which means discussion can come up. It could be broadly about functioning of police reforms, problems in it, sometimes UP specific.
Questions are there.
For better or for worse,
Yes,
whatever are the reports, the so-called encounter policy,
yes, sir.
blah blah blah, bulldozer baba,
Just
all those things.
yes, sir.
Then of course biochemistry we did touch upon, but I thought there use your time to brush up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have a week to go,
Yes, sir.
but do brush up. It's a very important field.
Okay.
I can assure you there will at least be one member on the panel who will be knowledgeable about biochemistry.
Yes.
So these questions, by the way, the stories are actually inspiring. The third name of the lady is Mary Rosalind Franklin, and in fact Watson and Crick have later on frankly
Yes,
stated.
sir. She first did
Yeah.
the work and later they got the credit for that work.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I was not able
All
to.
three were working in the Cavendish laboratory at Cambridge.
Yes, sir.
She was a bit secretive. As men, Watson frankly says this. There is a book written by Watson, there is another book written by Crick. They frankly say, Mary Rosalind was beautiful, they used to flirt with her, but she won't, अच्छी हिंदी में के घास नहीं डालती थी. So, true to men mentality, they felt at cross. So, there was some tension कि अपने आप को क्या समझती है type of thinking.
Okay.
They used to sneak into her laboratory when she is not there. But both of them have frankly stated that actually we picked up the idea of double helix from what she was working.
Okay, sir. We'll read about this.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'll read about it.
And reason she did not get the Nobel is because Nobel's rule is the person has to personally come to pick the prize. Unfortunately, and that both of them have also again honestly written it. And they realized it later on. मेरी रोजलिन जो थी क्यों थी इस तरह का बर्ताव क्यों कर रही थी, okay? Because she was suffering from cancer.
Okay.
These two guys didn't know that. She eventually passed away. So she could not get the Nobel. But the fact is she is as much, to say the least, the credit should go to her as much as it is to Watson and Crick.
Yes, sir.
And Baki, the story of Human Genome Project also is a very inspiring story. That project was under Watson's leadership, officially by Federal Government of America.
Okay.
There was another private company. Why am I sorry? I'm sort of forgetting its name. My brain has turned multiple choice type. So if I'm given 4 options, I'm clearing prelim without a shade of a doubt. That was a private project.
Okay.
They were very close to developing human genome. And the whole idea was whoever develops it first is going to get the copyrights. And US federal government had announced that if we discover, it is public property. No question of copyright. The other one was a private company. And Watson came to know that they are very close to doing it. So he discussed with his colleagues. There was a 22-year-old boy who worked non-stop for 48 hours. And they just completed work 24 hours before that company. On that also there is a beautiful book. I hope my mind throws up the name. I remember all those names, and Celera Genomics is the name of the company.
Okay.
And that head of that company also has frankly written one full book on this is called Genome War. He described this competition as Genome War. You don't have so much of time, but if you can just brush up or pick up.
Read about these important topics here.
But at least scientific questions on biochemistry, that can come up.
Yes.
Organic farming and rainwater, we did touch upon that. This good out of waste also is an important thing.
Yes, sir.
It can come up.
Covered up the waste.
Speak Make again, Shakti. You are in company of good organizations.
Yes.
You sing yourself?
No, sir. We have just volunteered the program that
For
was
the
conducted
program.
by them.
You remember the full form?
Yes, sir. Society for Promotion of Indian Culture and Music Among Youth.
Yeah. Excellent. Nano again, important field, so much can come up. Also this RNA for
siRNA,
cancer therapy,
yes.
again important one. Again, one thing we could not touch today is badminton.
Yes, sir.
And you write poems, huh?
Yes.
My idea is to close our interaction by giving me the opportunity to listen to say 2, 3, 4 lines of your poetry. That can actually happen in the interview. Huh?
Yes, sir.
So they can also ask you. So before we come to that, my idea is to close with just 2 small things.
Yes.
And also anything you want to ask. Huh? There are examples of political parties which looked like in terminal decline, but they bounce back. In American politics, between Democratic and Republican, at the time of Abraham Lincoln,
Okay.
the Democratic Party split. It was North versus South.
Okay.
That is how the Republican Party, known as Grand Old Party, and then one faction merged with this Republican Party. For a while there was a question mark before which way Democratic Party goes. But it bounced back. You look the British politics also. There is a time when Conservative Party seemed to be in terminal decline, losing 4 elections in a row. So the whole role of the party it bounced back under Margaret Thatcher. And then Conservative Party ruled for like 25 years at a stretch. And there was this existential question before Labour Party, which bounced back under Tony Blair's leadership.
Okay.
So the whole point is this can happen.
Yes, yes.
Ramchandra Guha may say Congress is in terminal decline. Today you take a snapshot. Yes, it does look like terminal decline. But no one ever knows. You wanted to talk of BJP. Actually, you could have cited that in 1984 BJP had only 2 seats.
Okay.
That is when Rajiv Gandhi's Congress had 415 seats in a house of 523. Look at how it has gone. Another 30 years.
Yes, sir.
And BJP is in power and Congress ever reducing. So Saraswati, little bit, again not that it will come up, but with Prayagraj, so Triveni Sangam, broadly speaking, of course, views you expressed are, of course, in the right direction, and हमारे पास समय बहुत ही कम है माने, you take your own time to study.
Yes, sir.
Saraswati is not a mythical river at all.
Okay.
Saraswati is mentioned in Vedas with full description of where it originates in the Shivalik range of Himalayas, how it traversed across present Rajasthan through Gujarat at Lothal. And now with satellite imagery, it has been 100% proven that the Saraswati river mentioned in Vedas was actually a river exactly as mentioned in Vedas. Okay. Then over a period of time the river dried. Those references are also found first of all in later Vedas, more so in Mahabharata. There is a clear reference that now Saraswati is drying because of geological changes in the Shivalik range, earthquakes, etc. So people shifted into Gangetic plains, but they carried the memory of that river. So wherever they settled, they started saying our third original river Saraswati is also here.
Okay.
So it is a historic connection, not just mythical.
Okay. Yes.
Done. Baki, anything you want to ask?
So questions like related to the service preference can come up, like if
Can.
I have placed like IRS on the 3rd, 4th, so they can
come up.
Okay.
I have noted it here.
Yes, sir.
That you have placed IFS at 6.
Yes, sir.
But I am seeing probability is very, very low. You cannot rule out anything with UPSC interview.
Yes, sir.
But when I go through the transcripts myself or talk to youngsters after their interviews are over,
Yes, sir.
either cadre preferences or service preferences, they are being hardly discussed. But you should be ready if you are why you are placing IRS above IFS.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Excellent, Shakti.
So I would like to say the poem you asked.
Yes,
me
of
to
course.
recite. Okay. So one of the poem that I wrote, the title is What Do You Write? I write the sky and also noon. I write the darkness and also moon. I write the music and all the pain. I write the warriors and their gain. I write the twilight and little fear. I write the mornings crystal clear.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely lovely.
Thank you, sir.
Great, Shakti.
Thank you, sir. It was really nice interacting with you. Thank you so much.
All the very best.
Thank you, sir. Thank
you. Why did I forget just this small part? March 14
Yes, sir.
is Einstein's birthday.
Okay.
So I said it doesn't directly connect with biochem.
Yes, sir.
Although in biochemistry also moment you start talking of electron, proton, it does come up in biochemistry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Then there is a link with Einstein.
Yes, I will read about that.
So yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.